Hey guys, it's Ian, and welcome to another episode of Is This Legit? So it's now been several weeks since we saw a violent mob storm the U.S. Capitol in an effort to overturn the 2020 presidential election results. And for obvious reasons, this is still a pretty big talking point. And as we know, because of this, former President Donald Trump was impeached an historic second time by the House, charged with inciting insurrection. And the video I'm about to show you has been shared millions of times, claiming to be evidence that the president and his family hosted a riot watch party from a private tent.
I think we're T-minus a couple of seconds here, guys, so check it out, tune in, do live streaming.
But are they really watching the riots unfold? Time to find out, is this legit? So the video, filmed partially in selfie mode by Donald Trump Jr., shows members of the Trump family smiling and dancing to the 1982 song Gloria by Laura Branigan, and then shows multiple people, including President Trump himself, gathered around TV screens. So with something like this, it feels like the easiest thing to do would be a keyword search. Using words like Trump Watch Party Riot brought up a bunch of results, including multiple fact checks from credible sources. Let's start off with this one from Snopes. So according to Snopes, yes, the January 6th footage is real, in that it wasn't doctored or manipulated. But what people are claiming it shows, not so much. According to Snopes, this video was posted to Trump Jr.'s official Facebook account before the riot at the Capitol broke out. But the way that Snopes was able to build this timeline is pretty interesting. According to the article, Snopes used footage from Bloomberg to piece together the events of the day. And it turns out that song Gloria was a big clue. The song was heard through the loudspeakers twice. Once at around 11:30 in the morning, then again about 30 minutes later before Trump took the stage at Ellipse Park to address his supporters. So again, this video was filmed backstage before Trump's speech. It wasn't until around 1 p.m. that the Capitol barriers were breached, which was about an hour after Trump Jr. shared the live video. But when it comes to fact-checking, you always want to check multiple sources. So I turned back to my keyword search and found this article from the Associated Press, another super legit source. They also reported that the video from Trump Jr. was taken prior to the events of the Capitol, writing that the video instead shows the Trump family watching scenes of the crowd at a rally, since there is a visible Save America March banner. The article goes on to say that the screens in the video don't show any violence happening. So multiple sources have been able to confirm that this is not a riot watch party like many have claimed. But we still have to talk about just how viral this went. Before fact checkers were able to debunk these claims, millions of people were already talking about this party. For example, the director Judd Apatow retweeted a version of the video which was watched more than 1 million times. And the YouTube video we're fact checking now, for instance, titled Trump Riot Watch Party, was seen another 1 million times. And yes, now there are a bunch of fact checks out there. But let's talk about some tips for reading or sharing breaking news. The biggest tip to keep you from sharing potential misinformation is to just simply wait. Wait until 3 to 4 credible sources are all reporting the exact same thing. I know it can be hard holding off sharing something, especially when the news is moving so fast. However, it's always better to share a legit article with good reporting a little later than just reposting something in the heat of the moment that wound up not being true. Another tip for reading breaking news is to be mindful of timestamps. Look at when things are being posted and shared so you aren't potentially resharing outdated information. Another good tip is going directly to the source. Had people gone directly to Donald Trump Jr.'s account, they would have seen that the video was titled, quote, "A little backstage time with POTUS before his speech." And as we know, the attack on the Capitol took place following Trump's speech. But now for our rating, we'll have to rate this video as not legit. Claims that the video showed the Trump family celebrating while watching the riots in a private tent are not accurate, since again, this video was both recorded and posted well before the events at the Capitol took place. Well, I hope that helped, and remember, fact-checking doesn't have to be really difficult. Sometimes all you need is a quick Google search. But if you like this fact check, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. Bye guys!
Don't compromise, be MediaWise.